We're breaking down Ambry Thomas today, the third-round cornerback. I saw him in rookie camp last week. He looked really good. He basically got Austin Prale cut. Shut down that guy so hard, and then he got cut. So good for Ambry Thomas. Now we're going to be watching him go up against Chase Claypool, who's a little bit better.
Yeah, so this is an interesting game because of that matchup there against Claypool. It'll be fun to watch them play one-on-one because in 2019, at that point, Michigan was still a very much a man coverage team as well. So we're going to see him really matching up one-on-one with him on the outside quite a bit. And then at the same time, we'll be able to see some of Aaron Banks as well because he's on the offense for Notre Dame. So we kind of get a 2-for-1 today.
And when you watch Ambry Thomas against Chase Claypool, it's a good matchup because, one, we know Chase Claypool is a good wide receiver in the NFL. He proved that as a rookie last year. And two, he's huge. He's about 6'4". And while the Niners won't be facing him every year, they'll be facing DK Metcalf, who's similar. So you can kind of picture the matchup.
Yeah, you can see it because of the size matchup, and there's a differential that'll show up a couple times in this game. So it's an interesting one for sure.
All right, let's get right into it. We decided to go 75% speed today. Special for the cornerbacks. I feel like sometimes you want to feel a little bit of their speed as opposed to just seeing them run in slow motion. It's a little bit of the burst, a little acceleration, but you still want to see the technique at the line of scrimmage. So I think this is a good happy medium. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, first down. Here's going to be a running play.
Okay, I'll fat.
He's at the top of the screen.
I'm not going to scout his tackling too much. I mean, I don't care. That's something he can work on.
Yeah, and then here's one-on-one. He's one-on-one, working one-on-one with Claypool, who kind of slips, but he's right in his hip pocket.
Claypool gets the inside release, tries to come back outside. Would that be a penalty in the NFL?
I'm not sure if they'd call that because it doesn't look like he's really holding him at the top of the route. They're kind of both playing each other. There's some hand fighting going on between the two of them. So, it's not.
Agree.
Plus this ball ends up, I think, hitting out of bounds. He's pretty much.
What I noticed with Thomas is a lot of times he gets his hand on the receiver's hip, which is fine. And it seems like maybe he's Claypool's trying to throw his hip off of him, and he loses his balance a little bit. So, good play by Thomas. He's physical.
Yeah. One thing to remember here: this is the game where there was a lot of rain, so that the field's really wet as well. So they're both having to.
That.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that is when it's wet and rainy, the offensive player is usually going to have the advantage because they know where they're going. But you watch Thomas, and he does a really good job throughout this game of maintaining his balance.
Yeah. Okay, so this is his first rep against someone who was in the running for Rookie of the Year. I mean, he was a hell of a player. So let's see how this. If you think Ambry Thomas could be a number one corner in the league, this is a good matchup to test that.
Yeah, and then this 3rd and 5 here, they're going to try to take him deep down the left side. He's at the top of the screen there, one-on-one. Good jam. He's running right with him. He's right in his pocket. Book puts this. Yeah, and Book puts us in a good spot. On the outside. There's really nothing that Thomas can do here. He's defending this pretty much perfectly. You just got Claypool, who's a bigger receiver, is able to get up and make the catch.
Right, and let's pause it at the catch point and just point out that that's not a catch in the NFL. This is great coverage. Yeah,
it's really nice coverage because he comes down. He's only got the 1 foot in. There's no way he's going to be able to get both feet in. So, 49er uniform. If this is the 49ers and Steelers, this is coming back.
Yeah, it's a 1 foot in situation. So great coverage, Ambry Thomas. The one thing you'd like to see him maybe get his either find the ball or play his arm through the catch point, one or the other. But still, he does a good job of squeezing Claypool to the sideline and not really giving him much. I mean, there's a very tiny window for this to be completed.
Yeah, and I don't think he's because of where this ball is placed. Look where that ball is placed compared to him. You can see him putting his arm up. There's no way for him to really physically get there unless he was a little bit taller and had really long arms.
Yeah. So
he's 6 foot, correct?
Yes.
Right in that ballpark. Yeah. So it's not like he's a little receiver. Claypool's just a big guy. Look where that ball's thrown. It's almost it's almost out of bounds.
He just looked over his right shoulder first, and he probably should have looked over his left shoulder. I guess he wasn't expecting Book to place it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a former outfielder, I'm cognizant. I'm cognizant of which shoulder you're looking over. That'll get you.
Yeah. So it's a really good one there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so he gives up the catch. It's like a 15-yarder to a really good NFL wide receiver.